Kia ora koutou. This is a reflection for others about our group work. So working as a learning support coordinator in a South Waikato can sometimes be quite lonely and isolating. But being part of this collaborative group of 6 professionals was very rewarding, and probably the most rewarding experience of my career. We came together from mixed roles, an EC teacher, a learning support coordinator, specialist teachers, and an RTLB. We also brought a very rich cultural background and life experiences to our mahi. This diversity didn't just make our conversation more interesting, it actually shaped the way we tackled our mahi as well. We challenged each other's thinking, we questioned each other, reviewed the data, and through inclusive and culturally responsive lenses, which created a very deep thinking, a creative thinking space where we could all thrive. A big part of our approach came from the real world, where we often talked about our everyday experiences with whānau educators and learners to make sense of our bigger picture and the big ideas that we were unpacking. We looked back to understand where we come from and what were our starting points, and we looked ahead to imagine how we could do better, know better and do better. It was a powerful reminder of how important it is to include a range of voices and tackle these complex issues in education. Let's be honest, research is a very, very overwhelming task, but because it was 6 of us in a group, this made the load much, much easier to carry, more manageable, and quite satisfying at the end. We split the tasks in ways that made kind of sense. We held each other accountable on Google Docs. Felix stepped up and he organised our meetings. His meticulous attention to details and regular schedules kept things on track. Our weekly Zooms helped the momentum going. Outside of those meetings, we had a WhatsApp that we kept in contact, which was often just sharing a light bulb moment or just checking on each other, how we are going. That constant connection brought us much, much closer, and also got us thinking about boundaries. How can we switch off truly, and definitely made us our kōrero way more deeper and just a bit more insightful. One of the best experiences that we learned from each other. We had lots of laughs about good things and about sad things. We were there for each other. Individually, we brought very different flares. Felix, the great organizer. Lydia, very, very critical, sharp. Elsabe, who's very funny and creative, an amazing lady. Nikki, she pushed us to consider different ways. And Clinton had some very thorough ideas, made the extra step of getting more and more research done, added different articles to our Voice One, and also helped us with some creative sites to look into. My part was mostly about the South Waikato area, which is predominantly Māori and Pacifica whānau, and I kind of brought in the cultural lens in that sense. The real sense that we shared the responsibility, it was really to get this project done. And the shared drive made a big difference that Felix shared with us. The whole experience captured the community-led research, was about relationships, inclusion, staying grounded, close to reality with our learners. And we ended up more than just a finished project at the moment, but we feel that we connected professionally and developed a deeper appreciation for working together. The systems that we put in place were our Thursday Zooms, weekly check-ins. We made the next steps and the tasks, to do tasks. Our Zoom sessions were sometimes we recorded them, but we also approached our facilitator, Alex, with some questions, and he came back to us, and we had a great session when we could all ask just to clarify a few things. It was a positive and trusting environment altogether. That trust helped everyone to feel safe to share, and on our meetings, we heard honest and open and respectful conversations. Our different strengths meant that we could divide tasks effectively, and every contribution was genuinely valued. I come away from this with much deeper understanding of how we're supporting learning in the Waikato, especially through effective learning support in different stages in the education. One that kind of stood out was particularly tricky, that was developing the knowledge visualization. But again, through open and very humorous conversations, we managed to come to a shared understanding. At the end of the day, it was just not about ticking the boxes, but how we partnered up and how we worked together for the common purpose. And I believe that it sits truly in the heart of effective learning support as well. Ngā mihi nui.